Obviously, you haven't heard the pub bark. Welcome to Mornings on Main Street, Clarksville. Coming up in today's show, we sit down with the new Executive Director of Leadership Clarksville. We are going to talk about her transition into the new role, and she'll share with us how you can apply to be in the next class for Leadership Clarksville and what you will need to do so. After that, we are going to share with you a carnival coming up this weekend. It is the month of the Military Child Cohen Clinic Carnival. It's happening this Saturday from 11 to 2, and we will have all the details for you and so much more coming up. But first, here's the wrap.
This is the wrap for the April 20th edition of Main Street Clarksville. The Charter School Review Committee, selected by the Clarksville-Montgomery County Board of Education, has recommended the board deny the 2023 application of American Classical Academy Montgomery. The board is scheduled to vote on the application during its formal meeting next Tuesday. A Henry County man has filed an FLSA collective action lawsuit against Bi-County Solid Waste Management System of Montgomery and Stewart counties. The claim is on behalf of himself and all others not paid overtime for the time they worked. Montgomery County of Emergency Medical Services Chief Bill Webb has announced he will retire on May 12, 2023. Chief Webb has served Montgomery County for more than 30 years. Congratulations to him. You can watch for the Golden Arches to appear as a new McDonald's restaurant, along with a Dutch Brothers coffee shop, are being built in the parking lot in front of Trenton Road Public Store. The construction should be completed by this time next year. And finally, we have coverage this week of the memorial ceremony hosted by the 101st Combat Aviation Brigade at Clarksville's F&M Bank Arena, all to honor the lives of the 9 soldiers killed in the March 29th helicopter crash. The 9 Fort Campbell soldiers range in ages of 23 to 36 and included 8 men and 1 woman, who were not just soldiers, but also daughter and sons, sister and brothers, husbands and fathers. Major General Joseph McGee, Commanding General of the 101st Airborne Division Air Assault, called those 9 soldiers irreplaceable national treasures. And that's the wrap. I'm Cheri Reeves, Main Street, Clarksville.
Here at the Journey Louis team with Benchmark Realty, we pride ourselves on the service that we provide our clients.
We believe in delivering a level of service that is above and beyond what is expected.
We don't cut corners, and we are always available. We are committed to learning and continuously sharpening our skills.
We're social media experts, we're tech savvy, and we embrace change.
It is our unending desire to be our client's realtor for life. We are the Journey Louis team, leading you home.
As a busy mom juggling family, errands, and everything life throws at me, I try my best to be environmentally conscious. So of course, I buy flushable wipes thinking I'm doing the right thing. But it turns out flushable wipes aren't actually flushable. I found out the hard way when flushable wipes caused a clog and flooded my house with sewage. It ended up costing me thousands of dollars in damage and a big headache with the insurance company. It's safe to say our family will never flush a flushable wipe again, and instead put them where they belong, in the trash.
Hockey in Music City just hits different. It's one big honky-tonk party. It's the sea of gold in the crowd, the goals, the saves, the celebrations. It's an experience like no other. Experience Predators hockey all season long. Visit NashvillePredators.com/season tickets and join the Loyal Legion today. That's NashvillePredators.com/tickets, and we'll see you at Bridgestone Arena.
It's just a few cocktails at happy hour. It was just a few cocktails at happy hour.
Really good try.
There aren't any cops around.
I didn't think there were any cops around. I drink and drive all the time.
Sir, you've been in a serious crash. I need you to hang on, okay? Tell me your name, sir. Do you know who you are right now?
Well, welcome back. Well, I'm so excited. Yolonda Williams is back with us. Not only just someone to come in and share a lot of great information, but you become a friend. Like it's someone I see out and I'm like, hey, how's it going?
Yes, thank you. I'm so glad to be here. And you are right. I think we started out in the Citizens Police Academy together. That is where we met. Yes. And now our relationship has bloomed into like all of the great things. So I do see you too, Stefanie, as my friend, not just let's talk about what's happening in Clarksville.
Oh, 100%. But speaking of what's happening in Clarksville, there is a certain program that's been around since 1987. I'm talking about Leadership Clarksville, and Yolonda is the new executive director of Leadership Clarksville. First off, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's kind of an honor, like your name to be put in the list of like, hey, let's ask her to kind of take this over.
Yes, it is a beyond honor. I mean, I don't even know where to start with the feelings of being proud and overwhelmed, excited, and overwhelmed with joy. Like I have an opportunity to continue the legacy that these great founders started, as why this program is so important and the connectivity to the community. I'm just excited to have even been in the running, but then to be chosen, I'm elated.
Before I ask about your experience, because again, hopefully a variety of different audiences will see this, Leadership Clarksville, what was the initial purpose of this?
So this was to bring the leaders operating and future leaders of Clarksville together just to talk about kind of like the direction in a non-government way, almost like we talk about the Chamber of Commerce, things that are not governed by the government, governed by the state, but the people and the leaders who are the movers and shakers and making things happen in the community to come together and talk about what we need to know. How do we identify the problems? Not necessarily fix them all, but identifying them so we can bring insights and information to others on how we work to solve them.
You're part of the class. You're in Leadership Clarksville.
I am.
Has it been eye-opening? What have you learned?
Wow. So I've been here since 2011 when I got to Fort Campbell. I retired in 2014, as you know, and I've just learned so many things, and it's like so many little nuggets. One of my favorites, and a lot of people say like education, maybe that's because that's the lane that I'm in right now in my other capacity, but our education day was awesome. Learned that we have inside the public schools, immersion programs, Spanish to English. So there are students that are chosen by lottery to learn from the time they start kindergarten all the way through. They speak 100% Spanish. Like, I was blown away where you're talking about, so things that you just would never know is happening in your backyard. Just learned lots of things as it pertains to, and I knew about Fort Campbell, but those that didn't had an opportunity to visit the post, the different entities of government, how they intertwine together. And if you don't know, this honestly, even though it's my job, and we're going to talk about the plug later, but this is the best opportunity to learn about this community. Mm-hmm. And it's the best opportunity to learn how to get involved if you want to see growth, change, and just bringing visions to life. This is the place to be.
What I found that was interesting, because I was able to join the panel to speak at a media day that you guys had. I spoke with some other media outlets here. We have some phenomenal ones, all of us here in Clarksville. But looking out at the audience and getting to know some of you, because now that I've been here, in Clarksville for a minute, a variety of businesses and different, ranges and areas.
Yes. And that is 100% true. As a retired veteran, in our class, we have so many veterans. We have business owners. We have people that work for county and city government. We have, you name it. We have breweries and bakeries and yoga. And it's amazing that, and you're talking about all of the business leaders, all of the nonprofit leaders in one space for a cohort of basically almost a year that we get to know each other. So the network grows, but also how can I help you be better at what you do?
Well, being the new executive director, what are you working on? How are things going to maybe evolve a little bit more than what they already have?
So I'm going to say, let me get back to you on that because it's so new. But I do have some, what I feel like I bring some legacy knowledge of just how to operate with participants, with your board, with your alumni, with your founders, to keep the message and the flow of what we do at the forefront while we move forward to where we want to go. That's first and foremost. And I think just having gone through Leadership Middle Tennessee, which is another very strategic organization that similarly, but it's a regional one where we figure out how the counties kind of connect together. In this space, getting to be able to take how the industries within Clarksville learn to work together. So taking some of those tools and some of the ideas from my toolbox is what I want to hopefully bring forward.
I love that. And so, okay, so now let's kind of plug, Leadership Clarksville. If you would like to be an applicant for the next class,
yes,
do the application now.
Yes, time now. It is live. It is on the site. If you go there, it says apply, the drop down adult applications, and then you fill it out. The date is May 31st. That is the cutoff for you to get your application submitted. There is a whole process, and it is not me, y'all. So don't call me and tell me that you want me to pick you, because I cannot pick you, even if I would love to. There's a selection board that goes through, and just like we talked about before, the reason why the diversity of the class is all industries. We look for a huge population of mix, because when you leave this program, when you graduate this program, that level of cross communication per class is what we're looking for to keep going on throughout the next year and the next cycles.
So say if someone doesn't make it into this particular class, don't get discouraged, because you can always
reapply. And I know that there are people that have tried multiple times, and just like anything else, if you want it bad enough, you can get it. Our class size ranges from 36 to 42 people. So apply. That's what I would tell you. Apply, put your best foot forward, take your time when answering the questions and submitting your resume. And those letters of recommendation really speak to who you are as a leader, as a person in this community, because those are the things that will set each of us apart. But at the same time, letting us know that we are selecting the best candidates, and we are looking for those that want to see what Clarksville looks like in 2035 and 2045, because it's this organization being around, celebrating 35 years this year. We're 35 years old. And so this is something that's not going away. And how do we maintain that? If it's because we continue to bring good people in, and we continue to push the mission of the organization forward.
A couple more questions for you. So you did mention letters of recommendation. How many does a person need?
So you would ask me that, and I'm not looking at it. So it might be easier to scroll down to the bottom of the application, but I believe it is 1 at a minimum and up to 3. Okay. So, but don't quote me on any of that until you go look at the website. But
go to the website.
Go to the website. Yes.
Leadership Clarksville. You can find all of that information there. I'm sure, those who may see this are like, okay, what does this involve? How much time do I have to give? What does it cost? Because again, those are important questions for all of us.
They are. So the program right now, it is 10 months long. There are some there is 1 day a month that is a requirement for you to attend. And then we do a planning retreat, or basically the opening season, and that is September. And the dates this year have already set, and they're 15 and 16 September 2023. You need to be there. So if you already look at your calendar, and we do our very best to set that calendar at the beginning of the year, so business owners and your jobs and wherever you're coming from can plan for you to be gone that day. There is a fee associated with it. We adjust that based on what's happening and what the programming is. So that's why I want everyone to go to the website. But there are opportunities for scholarships if there is a need for that. And I do know that some companies pay, I guess I'll use that way. They sponsor their employees to go. So if you're interested, some of our partners that you'll see on the site, from Austin P all the way down to, gosh darn it, I don't want to leave anybody out. So let's just say we have a lot of sponsors,
and they're all
appreciated. So, but they will, the county and the city and all of that, everybody wants to have the right people in the places to stay connected. So if you're interested in going and you want to raise that up your chain to see if your company is eligible to do that, or if you yourself, small business owners are huge, because there's a big push in our community for entrepreneurship and small businesses is where we get to be Clarksville, big city with a small town feel,
right?
Because small business owners matter. So as you are a leader in this community, you want to be connected to other leaders. So that's why applying and looking at the information that's out there, the events that we do, it's just a great organization.
Clarksville, we are so special, so special. So again, the new executive director of Leadership Clarksville, applications due by May 31st.
May 31st.
May 31st. So if you're interested, just head to the website. Yolanda, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Stick with us. We have a little more coming up after this.
You can't see the sights without the sounds. From the crack of the bat to the roar of the crowd and everything in between, discover what Hit City has to offer. Spend your nights cheering on the Nashville Sounds at First Horizon Park with giveaways, fireworks shows, theme weekends, and more. Single game tickets are on sale now. Visit NashvilleSounds.com to claim your seat today.
Who wouldn't love a stuffed booster? I know I sure would, or any sort of sound swag, all of which can be found at Nashville Sounds Pro Shop. The Nashville Sounds and Main Street Media Television would love to invite you out to Sunday Family Fun Day, each Sunday home game. You can also register to win free tickets by going to your favorite Main Street Media website. Register to win, and then we'll see you here at the ballpark.
As a busy mom juggling family, errands, and everything life throws at me, I try my best to be environmentally conscious. So of course, I buy flushable wipes thinking I'm doing the right thing. But it turns out flushable wipes aren't actually flushable. I found out the hard way. When flushable wipes caused a clog and flooded my house with sewage, it ended up costing me thousands of dollars in damage and a big headache with the insurance company. It's safe to say our family will never flush a flushable wipe again, and instead put them where they belong, in the trash.
Here at the Journey Louis team with Benchmark Realty, we pride ourselves on the service that we provide our clients.
We believe in delivering a level of service that is above and beyond what is expected.
We don't cut corners, and we are always available. We are committed to learning and continuously sharpening our skills.
We're social media experts, we're tech savvy, and we embrace change.
It is our unending desire to be our client's realtor for life. We are the Journey Louis team, leading you home.
Welcome back. There is a fun event happening here in Clarksville this weekend. It is a carnival style event. To tell us all about it and the importance of it and some other things that will be going on, we have Meghan Williams. She's the outreach director here at the Stephen A. Cohen Military Family Clinic at Centerstone. And if you don't know about it, get ready because they do a lot of great work for the military and their families. So first off, Meghan, thank you so much for letting me come into your space to share what's coming up.
We are so excited to have you here. We couldn't really speak enough about what we do here. We absolutely love it. So thank you for giving us this opportunity.
You're very welcome. Well, first of all, tell us about what this clinic is all about.
Okay. So the Stephen A. Cohen Military Family Clinic at Centerstone is a nonprofit that provides mental health care to the entire military family. That is regardless of discharge status, time in service, role in service, also National Guard and reservists and their family members. And we let the service member determine who is family, which is also very unique. We do couples counseling, individual counseling, as well as families.
Yeah, what do you mean you let them determine?
So often, you know, in today's world, maybe you're not married on paper. That is your partner. Maybe it's a stepbrother who you were raised with. And as long as you deem that person family, we're going to help them.
Oh, that's wonderful. So before I move on to the carnival that's happening this Saturday and how you can come out, look at this room and look at what's behind me. You can tell this is a little children's area. What room are we sitting in?
We are sitting in our most prized room. I think I want to say that simply because we really put a lot of thought and effort when it comes to treating our military children. They face such unique challenges. This room allows us to put a clinician behind the two-way glass that you can't see right now, but then an earbud in the parent, and teach maybe a parent who was deployed or on, orders somewhere else for so long and they don't have that connection quite anymore. They can sit in here and have a clinician kind of teach them how to re-engage and build that bond with our kids again. We try to make it fun. We try to make it a place where every kid can feel like a superhero, every kid feels comfortable.
And you mentioned like giving that parent a chance to maybe learn and see and watch their child, to maybe help with that interaction, because so often, like you said, they're gone and that child's growing up. And again, military families, and all of you know out there, you're moving around every 2 or 3 years.
Absolutely. It's so hard on a military family. They think, everyone faces maybe the same challenges on paper, but you compound that a little bit more when it comes to a military family, simply because mom or dad may be gone one day and home the next. Or I've even heard stories where, a kid feels bad because they weren't supposed to share that mom or dad was gone. And then they feel bad. And this is just a way for us to ease all those fears for everyone.
Well, where you can't feel bad. You can't feel bad at a carnival, and that's what's coming up Saturday. So I love the segue that we're making it over to the carnival Saturday, and it kicks off at 11. Am I correct in saying that?
It does, right here in our parking lot. So we are hoping for the best possible weather, but it is rain or shine.
Rain or shine,
rain
come
or
out.
Shine.
Put on a rain jacket and your rain boots, or just, go barefoot. Who cares on that? What will you have on hand?
We will have a little bit of everything.
Okay.
My goal was, as an outreach director, I do a lot of marketing fairs or things like that, outreach kind of events out in the community, and they all seem to be the same, right? Especially here in Montgomery County, where we all kind of know each other. But I wanted to do something a little different, and in the honor of the month of the military child, I said, let's put on a carnival. Still come out with your resources, still let us know what you do, but can you do a do-it-yourself carnival game? Everyone said, heck yeah, we can do a do-it-yourself carnival game. And then I had a friend offer to sponsor a bouncy house. We have other organizations who are sponsoring an ice cream truck. We have a magic show going on. We have kitten races. Okay, there's going to be kittens. I don't know how we're going to make them race other than ask them to come here. But we are also going to have APSU basketball players are coming out. We've got a portable hoop that I borrowed from our data director. The Marine Corps League said, hey, we will do hot dogs and snacks. So we've really covered the bases. It's going to be not your average resource fair. It's going to be something where parents can learn a little bit, but kids are walking away with prizes at every booth they go to.
That is sweet. So it starts at 11, runs till what time?
Runs till 2 p.m.
Okay, 11 to 2, a great couple of hours to swing by. It's off of, Weatherly is off of Warfield.
Yes. So kind of behind the mall is how I always tell people if they're not familiar, right behind Governor Square Mall.
So not too far, and it's not hard to find. I found it. So I promise you, you can too. Come on out on Saturday, 11 to 2. For those wanting to connect with you at another time, how do they do that? And how can they get information?
Well, if anyone wants to know anything more about the clinic, I am more than happy to go speak to an organization or individuals in general. I can give you my email address right here. It's megan.williams@centerstone.org. That Megan has an H in it. That's kind of important because there's another Megan Williams in the group. Of course, you can always call our main desk and someone will get in touch with me. It's 931-221-3850.
So again, the Stephen A. Cohen Military Family Clinic at Centerstone. Megan Williams is the outreach director here. They're doing great things, and we can't wait to learn more about what's being done. But first off, make it to the carnival on Saturday, rain or shine.
As a busy mom juggling family, errands, and everything life throws at me, I try my best to be environmentally conscious. So of course, I buy flushable wipes thinking I'm doing the right thing. But it turns out flushable wipes aren't actually flushable. I found out the hard way when flushable wipes caused a clog and flooded my house with sewage. It ended up costing me thousands of dollars in damage and a big headache with the insurance company. It's safe to say our family will never flush a flushable wipe again, and instead put them where they belong, in the trash.
Here at the Journey Louis team with Benchmark Realty, we pride ourselves on the service that we provide our clients.
We believe in delivering a level of service that is above and beyond what is expected.
We don't cut corners and we are always available. We are committed to learning and continuously sharpening our skills.
We're social media experts, we're tech savvy, and we embrace change.
It is our unending desire to be our client's realtor for life. We are the Journey Louis team, leading you home.
There is nothing better than drinking an ice-cold beverage while taking in a Nashville Sounds baseball game. Hi, I'm Stefanie Miller with Mornings on Main Street. The Nashville Sounds and Main Street Media Television have teamed up to promote Sunday Family Fun Day here at First Horizon Park, each Sunday home game. Just go to your favorite Main Street Media website and click on Sounds Main Street Media Day banner to register to win free tickets. And then we'll see you here at the ballpark.